YouTube, what's going on? Welcome to Members Only. Now, recently 50 Cent just put out that he's doing a series on Paid in Full. Now, we're all sitting at the edge of our seats hoping this guy won't fumble this shit. Don't fumble the ball, don't fumble it, don't fumble it. But anyway, I'm getting a lot of mixed comments and, mixed thoughts of what people think. They're using Cameron as a co-producer. My opinion, if he's not acting in it, we really don't need Cameron to co-produce it. He just played Alpo in it. But there's a lot of people that you could have used to co-produce the film. One thing I hope he does, or I hope he do, is reach out to all the OGs that was around during the time so we can get an accurate story, even though there's no such thing as a 100% accurate story because people only tell their story from their point of view. So they're only going by what they saw in their type of perspective. But yeah, I hope he reaches out to the OGs that was there, and then you get, more black people an opportunity to put some money in their pocket, especially the guys that's really not doing nothing, that's don't really have anything going on. It'll be good for their pockets. And we're all hoping he don't fumble this project. He's just gonna kill the legacy. Now, one person in the comment says something that really stuck to me, and he talked about 50 Cent writers. And I thought I was the only one that thought about this, about 50. He needs new writers, he needs better writers. All his projects really had the same story. We don't need a black woman that's bitter against black men, that hates black men, writing this shit, because of course, it's gonna be a female that's a so-called boss lady that's slapping around men. And we already know that doesn't happen in the drug game. Of course, you have the exception of, Giselle Blanca, but she was from a different country. But anyway, he needs some new writers, of course, boom. So 50 Cent, he comes out with a post recently, and he posted a couple of pictures of some gangsters that we might see in the TV show. And you gotta put emphasis on might. So when you say might, you gotta put it in all caps because it's no guarantee. It's complicated. A lot of people always say, damn, we need something on Wayne Perry, we need something on Preacher. But you gotta think about this. You can't just use these dudes' names. Even though he has sit down with Wayne Perry, he has sit down with Preacher. See, it's gonna be very difficult because these guys, these gangsters, like Wayne Perry and Preacher, they cannot make a profit off of the victims. So say if 50 Cent comes out with the Paid in Full and they show Preacher doing things to certain people and they have Wayne Perry doing things to certain people, he can give Wayne Perry a paycheck, but Wayne Perry can get sued by the victim's family, and all the earnings will go to the victim's family. Same thing with Preacher, because you cannot make a profit off of your victims. That's one thing. And it'll be kind of disrespectful. But when it comes to this gangster genre, there's a lot of shit that's, that just goes on behind the scenes. You got the families coming out, you got all types of people saying that we're glorifying this. So it's a lot of stuff that happens behind the scenes. So the things that make it very hard for people to come out with a great project without changing names, without changing the story a little bit. Hollywood, when it comes to Hollywood, it's not gonna be the accurate story. They have to change things. And y'all might say, damn, why did they add this? Why did they add that? Because of things that I just mentioned. You cannot make a profit off of the victims. See, 50 Cent, he made a post months ago, probably years ago, about a project he was doing on Preacher, and everyone got excited, but a lot of people don't understand that there's more to it. You can't just come out and just do a story on Preacher. You may could do a doc, but when it comes to a movie or a series, everyone has their hands out. And that's the crazy part. So there will be a lot of lawsuits and a lot of people that thinking they should get paid. You even have people that's the cousins, the mothers, the pets of these people that's gonna come out and try to throw lawsuits because of the story. So there's gonna be a lot of people that's that want to be a part of it first. And there's going to be a lot of people that think they deserve something. A lot of people that's going to be hating, a lot of people that's going to just discredit it. So that's one thing that we just have to look forward to. Now, when he say names like Wayne Perry, I seen he say something about Dementio being in there. It's good that he had Wayne Perry in there, so that tells us that they're taking it to DC. But there's no DC without Cliff Cobb and Roy Cobb. So 50, he needs to reach out to the right people to make this thing perfect. And he could perfect it. But yeah, you can't just add Wayne Perry without Cliff and Roy Cobb, Big Head Gary. There's a lot to it. But the thing is, when you're using these people names, the families, and all of that type of stuff, man, you gotta have a deep pocketbook because, man, you're gonna offend the wrong people. You're gonna offend the families, the baby moms, the kids. Now here comes the kids. Now here comes the uncles. Now here comes the baby moms. And we're gonna see a lot of interviews based on this. So there's gonna be a lot of content being made, just like Gully TV say, money on the floor. It's gonna be a lot of that. And, you know, there's gonna be a lot of interviews, there's gonna be a lot of stories. So it's gonna be very busy, but the one thing I'm not hoping for is 50 Cent to fumble this. He need to do the right thing, reach out to the right people. He need to do what he gotta do. Man, a lot of people say, oh, I'm tired of the old stories. I'm tired of hearing the same stories, but y'all gonna be the same people that tune in. Man, these stories could be told 100 times in 100 different ways, and you'll get with the program. So I'm not trying to hear that shit. Once he drop, it better be better than Power. It better be better than BMF, because when it comes to the writers, man, these stories sound the same. All the Powers is always a Lady Kingpin, Mary J. Blige, Rock from Raising Kanan. There's always a Queen Pin that's running shit. No, we need different stories. We need better writers, and we don't need this shit to sound like this Power or BMF. We need a great project. Now, there's a couple of people that was missing that definitely need to be a part of this project, like Doo-Wop. You need to mention people like LA, the people that was here before Alpo, the people that was here before AZ and Rich, the people that set the trends, the young bulls, for 14-year-old millionaires. We need that. There's a lot to the story, man. There's a lot to the story. So 50, he gotta do his homework. And I know they go to YouTube to get most of their information, because I've seen a lot of docs where they took some of my shit. So, man, y'all need to give people an opportunity to make some money, man. And I hope everything come out good. I'm gonna be sitting here waiting. It might happen next year, it might happen in 2 years, but hopefully he do the right thing and everything comes together. But that's just my take on things, man. Let me know what y'all think. Hit the comments, don't be a stranger, get involved. Hit the Patreon. Man, become an upper echelon member. Go to members22.com, check out the merchandise. And y'all be easy out there, man. I'm out.